Oh shit.
Let me take a drink real quick. Hello everyone, my name is Zach.
And I'm Sal.
And today we are reviewing Iron Lung, directed by Markiplier, distributed by Markiplier, edited by Markiplier, and lead role Markiplier.
And also starring Markiplier.
We watched it we didn't even watch it the day it came out, right? We watched it the 29th instead of the 30th because our theater had it early, right? Yeah, it was said to come out the 30th, and we watched it the 29th.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I was like,
I felt like it's been out for so long. I was like, all right, let's go see it. We already missed opening day. Because opening day, there was like 8 people in that theater.
Yeah,
it was not crazy.
Technically, it was not opening day for it. Technically,
yeah,
it was being shown. So that's I picked the 29th because you weren't free the Friday. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna. I looked at the 29th and saw it was also premiering that day. I was like, oh, yeah, let's go. And I was off that day, so. But we're gonna do our review numbers. Okay, so I believe I start, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, 1. Oh wait. I feel like if there's new people here, I feel like we gotta say what we have to do.
The ranking system.
Yeah. So first, we are going to do our ranking system where we go 1 out of 10 and say what each number is. You know, describe it with kind of like a joke or a pun or something. And then we talk about the movie, like what we liked about it and stuff we disliked and all that. And then we give our review. And this is a change from our other review. We're going to give our review, but then we're going to debate on like if we have different reviews, but if we have the same one, then I guess we're just going to talk about the movie in detail anyway. But yeah, that's
we're gonna have the same one.
I feel like we might. I feel like we're probably gonna be close. There's no way you're gonna get lower.
Lower? Oh. Shit.
All right. 1 out of 10. You're stuck in Iron Lung.
I hate that so much. That's so dumb.
It works.
That's so dumb.
It works. That's pretty bad. You're stuck in the submarine, man. That's 1 out of 10. I would dislike that.
Christ. 2 out of 10. You're watching a movie only starring Markiplier. That gives you a hint to my knowledge.
Is that your is that your 2 out of 10?
No.
I'm like, damn, dude.
2 out of 10 is it's your rank up game on Marvel Rivals, and you have 3 DPS. Only a few will get that.
Okay. 3 out of 10. Oh, what's a good 3 out of 10? I'm trying to think.
I thought you just started beating you. You're like 3 out of 10.
I don't know what.
3 out of 10. Your co-host just starts whacking it off in this camera.
Okay. 3 out of 10. You get in your car to go to work, and you're pretty much almost out of gas.
All right, that's a good one.
Okay.
What are we on, 4?
Yeah,
I had to count for a second. Damn, what's a good thing for 4 out of 10?
I know it's hard to
4 out of 10. Your ex breaks no contact, but she's not one of the good ones.
Okay. Pretty
You
bummed
never
out.
had that though. No bitches. No.
Okay. 10 out of 10.
What?
Oh no.
Get the 10
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Sorry, my counting's bad. 5 out of 10.
Oh no.
5 out of 10. You start using your earbuds for the workout, but they're just about to die.
That's pretty generous for a 5. That's-
I feel like no, like it's there.
that would be like a 2.
You get like the first sign of it saying batteries though. You know what I'm saying?
You're able to do like 3 workouts and then that boy's done.
Yeah, like I feel like, but that doesn't like ruin your whole mood though. You know, I feel like it's a 5 out of 10.
Bro, I'm blowing up the whole gym if my headphones die. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You go Broly.
Alright, 6 out of 10. Now that we're talking about the gym, you go to the gym, and there's at least 2 benches open.
That's pretty good.
Alright.
Pretty good, pretty good. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Whew, that's a good 7 out of 10. You find a $10 bill on your walk home.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what's an 8 out of 10?
It's 8 out of 10. Man. 8 out of 10 is your whole shift shows up, no call-offs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the best.
We
That's
love
the
that.
best.
I'm not a shift lead, but we love that.
Now, 9 out of 10. They did a remake of your favorite childhood cartoon with no changes.
So it's not ass.
Yeah, I feel like that's like How to Train Your Dragon. Boom. Live action remake.
That's a really bad comparison, but I mean,
I feel like that wasn't that bad of a remake. It was
was
like
pretty ass.
very accurate to the actual cartoon.
It wasn't a remake. It was just fucking.
Okay, I guess
No.
it's not really a remake.
Alright.
It was like shot for shot comparison, but
So I got 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You ask her out, and she says, "I'm free all week." Man, what stop sign?
What'd you say?
And then you finish your date, and then she's like, "So when we're going out again?"
I'm like waiting for you to keep continuing. You end up going again.
And then, and then when your first kid is born.
All right. 10 out of 10. That's pretty good. That's happiness. All right. We got our whole score. That's our score. That's our score. Now,
Now keep that all memorized. That's important for the rest of the podcast. If you don't, you gotta watch that entire thing back.
oh shit. You know, the 7 was $10. What was 6?
6 was
Oh, 2
there's,
benches are
there's
open?
two benches free at the gym, and it's 6 p.m. prime time.
Okay. I feel like that's pretty solid for the numbers. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty solid. I feel like the first time was a little more juicier, but
We were laughing our asses off.
First time was very unprofessional.
All right. The movie. I just want to say the movie that we're here to talk about. There's a lot of stuff. You know, we gotta do this like spoiler free. I feel like right at the beginning we gotta do spoiler free before our review.
And I give a good little warning to when the spoilers do come in.
Now I'm gonna enjoy. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say I enjoyed it. You know, it was pretty fun. It had a lot of stuff going for it. You could definitely tell it was written by Markiplier. Not saying
Is that a bad thing?
not saying
Okay.
it's bad. You know, like you have a lot of like mistakes or what's those questions? Repeating questions. I feel like the.
Oh yeah. Well, you were talking about that when we got out of the movie theater.
Yeah.
You're like, he asked the same question like 3 times in a row.
Redundant. That's what it is. Redundant. It was redundant.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're looking for a word. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to look for what it was. I was like you understood what I was talking about. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. How long it was definitely at the beginning felt like it was long. Definitely at the beginning. But
Yeah,
then
it was
it
a
started to
snoozer.
pick up pace. Pacing started to like pick up.
I remember telling you, I was like, I think it was maybe like 40 minutes in. I was like, I took like a 5-minute nap. I was so tired. I was like, all right, I don't think I'm gonna miss much. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. That's how slow the beginning is.
Someone's like
The
watching
beginning
this.
is super slow.
Someone's watching this. I rely on these guys for my reviews.
Yes.
Do you enjoy it at all?
Did I enjoy the movie at all? I enjoyed it a lot, actually. Surprisingly, because I won't lie. Again, first like 40 minutes, I was kind of like, this is gonna be hot ass. I was like, it's Markiplier. I've never seen him act before, but I'd imagine it's not the best. And then we got in, and it was a surprise. He wasn't great. He wasn't amazing. But for like, not a first actor, right? This is like his second acting role. He was not bad at all.
Well, he's also done a lot of his own videos and films on his own channel, but that's not like the same, I guess.
Right. No, not at all.
But it's still like he still ironed out his acting for the big screen, and like he makes a lot of videos saying every stepping stone is him to get better. You know, like he said something about seeing these other people like higher up doing all these videos and stuff. You should just ignore that part. You should look at yourself. Like, oh, from your last project to this project, did you improve? Not were you on the same level as that guy or this guy or that person.
If you're looking at it in that perspective, and considering how you told me his first acting gig was kind of like,
yeah.
Comparing this one, it was definitely an upgrade for sure.
Yeah.
An upgrade that I did not expect, but I also had like no expectations because I've never seen him act before.
It was different. His first one, it was the show. It was very different. I think it was just because of the characters. Both very different characters. You have one character that's like mad a lot, Simon. He was like mad or confused or something like that.
Great, it's one big fucking circle. I was like, all right.
Fuck that. All right, I think I talked all I could talk about, spoiler free. I don't know if there's anything else I could really point out. Maybe like story. It's very, I feel like I want to say convoluted. I don't know if that's the word I'm thinking, but
when you're talking about story, I think you have to think about, did you watch his video on Iron Lung, and do you have any lore on Iron Lung? Because if not, you're gonna kind of go into it like, what the fuck is it?
Well, like if you're trying to go into the first movie, you know, you want to have you don't want to have people coming in and having to watch something prior to the first film.
Yeah.
You know, like Marvel movies, they're always sequels. That makes sense because they already have movies out. You know, they already established canon. This one was the first. You gotta watch 5 movies. Yeah, the Iron Lung was the first one, and I feel like at the beginning it didn't have much story, but then when it goes throughout more, it starts bringing in more, and you're like,
yeah, I guess that's right. But I guess what I was trying to get at is like, you don't really need to like study up on Iron Lung or like watch any videos to like watch this movie.
It didn't have that a lot at the beginning, but then it started like
started throwing the plot at you like ding ding. And you're kind of like, a tree. Man, what stop sign?
Okay, I'm ready to give my review. I'm ready. I think I said everything. You got anything else you want to say? That's spoiler free, I guess. It's hard to not.
Spoiler free. Definitely the set design. How practical it was. That was a disgustingly amount of detail that he put in, and I am honestly impressed considering the budget was what, $3 million, and that was all funded by him, which is ridiculous. But also Markiplier is like a millionaire. Like, he could have thrown in 10 million if you wanted. Not. He's a lazy piece of shit.
Audience, cancel him.
He didn't put enough effort into this movie. He could have thrown in a couple more mil. Why not? But yeah, the set design, costume design as well. All like amazing, considering again the budget. And I don't want to compare it to other like big budget films because it's not a big budget film, but it's competing against these big budget films, and it's better than 90% of the shit out right now, which is ridiculous.
And I definitely agree. The set and stuff is pretty. It was pretty good. I think I don't know if I could say that. Yeah, it's just.
Just-
I was gonna
Just
say.
think about it.
I was gonna say seeing stuff outside of the submarine was cool.
Okay, that's not really
You know.
spoilers.
Yeah, I was about to say something a bit more in depth, like outside. Apparently, I didn't know this. Jacksepticeye is in it.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. I've been seeing that everywhere.
He's playing the submarine.
let me see.
There's no way. I didn't even see him in credits. Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't have him as fucking Jacksepticeye, but yeah, fact check that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Really?
Yep.
What does it say? What does it credit him as? Or what did he do?
You know, I can't say it yet, but he, yeah.
Oh.
You know, I feel like that's a part that's, you know, even though it's like a small part, it's still kind of
Goes into spoilers.
yeah. Okay.
Right.
I'm ready to give my review now. So
I think before the review we go into some spoilers, and then we get the reviews. Because there's a lot of stuff you want to talk about that is spoilers, as well as me, I'd imagine.
that's true.
So if you want, start
Well,
with
like-
spoilers. We'll give a little warning right now.
If the people that want to watch this, they want to know the review, you know, like before.
Well,
but
we could just put a timestamp, like skip ahead to this time if you just want to skip the spoilers and go to the review.
okay, that's true. All right. If you don't want to hear any spoilers,
Here's your spoiler warning. I'm gonna start jacking off my mic.
spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. All right.
Uh,
All right.
Here's your spoilers.
Okay, they all should be gone now. Okay, so we're gonna talk about taking over the world.
Get out of my ear.
Alright, the part Jack played, he was the mechanic that got flashed by the radiation.
That's so funny.
That is who he was, apparently. I didn't even know that.
He was like in front of the camera too. He was like,
yeah, and apparently his name was Jack in the thing too. Apparently, I didn't even hear that. Oh, and Troy Baker was in it too.
yeah, I think he was at the command center with that lady.
He was the guy that was talking to Simon in the microphone too. He was David. But then yeah, the set outside of the window, you know, seeing the full set. I honestly expected not to see much of that. I didn't expect to see that at all. Outside of that looks really. It looked kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, someone just you remember the scoring? The what was it? The 7 out of 10? The X breaking no contact? Yeah, that just happened. I was like,
That was I think that was a 4 out of 10.
yeah. Sorry, it had to be way lower than that. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, I saw those pictures on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this is actually like a giant fucking set they built for one scene too, mind you. Like we never see that again. Well, you never see it again if you watch the movie. It's in one scene and then boom, it's done.
Mm-hmm. And what also kind of confused me is I thought the submarine was a lot smaller, and then he started crawling in the vents, and I'm like, that's bigger? What? That's so small. How's he going so far? And then
He looks down at first. He's like, fuck that. It's like, no, I'm good.
Oh, and there's the redundant questions too. The ones that I remember is when they pulled him back up, and he's at the window asking the same question fuck, I totally forgot. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of it too because I definitely forgot.
Yeah, it was about why am I doing this, or am I free to go, or something, or what do you need me to find? I'm trying to think of what he was talking about. There's a lot of questions.
Something along those lines.
Oh, especially when he's down in the blood ocean, when he's looking up at the telecom. He's asking the redundant questions again, he's repeating himself. Even though they
Well,
were
I'm pretty sure that's because they were not answering his questions.
Yeah. I was like, dude, you already like asked that, bro. Like, and it wasn't. The reason why is it wasn't different from the first question. You know, if like you end up having to repeat a question, you kind of change your like tone or like your mood because you having to repeat a question. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's also him just like kind of like losing himself. Because I mean, halfway through the movie, like he's like, mind you, he's not in reality. His reality is being worked by the giant blobfish. I don't know what it is. That shit look like a crawfish. I eat that motherfucker.
Another thing I've been seeing online was apparently is in the lore, pressing the like screenshot, the like picture, not the screenshot, but the picture nonstop to take a picture, that gives you radiation. Like not to the people outside, but to him as well. Because I see people making memes of like Simon going to tape the button. Ugh, fuck. Simon going to tape the button down. But they're like making a meme about like for the 5th time in a row, even though it's going to give him radiation, like holding it down.
See the +1 rad like on his stats.
So that also makes me curious on if he was like, not hyperventilating, but
just kind of getting radiation sickness.
Yeah, like he's seeing stuff there because of that. Especially with the first part, he sees that random person going across. That shit.
I don't know if that was supposed to be like him. Like just because he does turn into that. Like in all reality, like at the end of the fucking movie, he's like mutating because of the blood, and it's like he's turning into that thing that was sitting down. It was like had half of his face fucking gone. I was like, oh. Either you. That or it was just like no, because the other expedition, her submarine just got fucking eaten. So it's like I don't know if she had time to change. Like she just got straight murked.
Yeah.
Like you saw like her sub like in the monster's mouth, and it was kind of like, oh, okay, never mind. So maybe that was like a projection of him.
Well, I don't know when the part was, because at the end of the movie, I did point out on how he was seeing those things. Because at first I was like, why the fuck is he seeing this? Is that real? Is there something in this ship?
The first one happened really early on in the movie too.
It was because of the first drop on his hand. And I'm like, oh,
he's connected.
Yeah, he's seeing what he could become, or like what they see and stuff. And it makes even more sense because maybe that thing was his actual brother, because his brother was in that ship and he hid that little key in that one compartment.
It's like just connect the wires.
But also that confuses me. Most of the submarines got destroyed. So why is that the same submarine his brother took?
I have no idea. Probably could have just ran out of oxygen.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Because that is a case too. That's another part that confused me was his oxygen like went up a level, and I was like, I don't know if that's because he was like under the control of the fucking. I don't even know what they call this giant fish. Yeah. Like a giant like Leviathan
we'll call it the
god or something. No, I'm not calling it that shit.
We'll call it Bloody, because he's in the blood ocean, or Bony because he looked like bones.
I'm gonna just call it a fish. But it's this very strange fish. I guess like once you do touch like the blood, you're like, I guess you're like interlocked with it. Yeah. And that way it can control your mind. That's why I was telling Simon, it was like, come to me, like blah blah blah, this that. It did not want Simon to like give that information to the humans, because of course like that's vital for their survival. When in reality the fish is like, I kind of just want to gobble y'all up for real.
And there's one thing that kind of bummed me out. They kind of tried to use it, but they didn't use the picture to like make it more, scary or thrilling. Like there's moments where he's like, he takes a picture and he goes, and I'm sitting there like, well, what did you see, man?
That's the same thing people had with issues with the audio. You're like listening in and you're like, this sounds like key information, but there's like 50 people talking at once. So you're like, what are they saying? What is going on?
Especially you could tell that in the beginning where he says that main sentence about the stars and the galaxy all disappeared.
Oh my god,
They say
his voice, bro.
And then like the ship starts dropping down. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought that intro was pretty dope. I liked
Intro was fire. That intro was very fire.
But then like
His voice acting kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
I was like, is that Markiplier? Like, I don't think his voice was bad, but I feel like it would have been cooler if he got some like old guy or some like actual other guy.
Yeah.
Like it would be
because he
like,
definitely.
What?
No, good.
Like imagine having that one guy that played Hellboy.
I forgot his fucking name, but I know you're talking about. His voice is goated. But I was gonna say because I don't think he was trying to convey. I don't think he was trying to do that opening as Simon. I would imagine.
No.
Because Simon never talked like that in the movie.
Mm-hmm. And Simon died, so. Which I was actually really bummed out. Oh yeah, spoiler by the way. If you're here. Yeah.
They're in the spoiler section. If you guys are in here, fuck you guys. Everyone in this movie died.
Dude, I was so rooting for him to get out. And it would have been so cool if he actually got out and like it leads to more of like studying Simon. You know, like for example, you ever watched Annihilation?
That's the one with there's a female lead.
And the guy that played Moon Knight,
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, he was in that too, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Natalie Portman.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. That for that example is she went into the Annihilation or the Shimmer, I think they called it.
Mm-hmm.
And when she comes out, she is like one with the Shimmer apparently, just like her husband is. And so that's why I thought like that would have been cool to have like an ending for Iron Lung to have him come back and you see like something's off with him or something.
I think for me, killing him off was probably the best thing because he's at the beginning he's shown as like this selfish ass character who only cares about surviving and staying alive. But in the end, he's kind of like
Bro.
like this is bigger than me.
Bro.
What?
Brandon tried calling me. Like his thing just popped up right in the middle. It's hard.
No.
just
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay. You're like actually.
I just noticed it has like a red dot on the like bottom thing.
Oh yeah, to show this. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna message.
But
Let me message him on the phone. Continue talking.
But basically, I don't know. I think him dying was a good thing because I guess it shows his character arc. He starts off as very selfish, so much so that he gives Jacksepticeye fucking cancer, basically, hitting him with that much radiation. And then he's like, oh, I didn't know, blah blah blah, this that. And like all throughout the movie, he's like doing everything he can to like survive and make it out. When in reality, like it tells you from the start, like this isn't an expedition, like it's an execution. Like he's gonna die down there, obviously. Mm-hmm. But he needs to realize like why he's down there. Like he has a purpose. They're not just sending him down there to die.
Yeah.
Like they're sending him down there to like give a glimpse of hope to humanity.
I got a question. You said you watched the lore. Can you tell me more about like I've played the game, but I feel like it did not have any lore, to be honest. As much.
How'd you play the game if you say it doesn't have any lore? What?
You literally
You're getting documents. You're like, I ain't reading that shit.
I don't think
stop that.
I remember just like going around in the water taking pictures and getting eaten by a big fish.
So bad. Wow. So you didn't absorb shit from that game.
I played it a long time ago too. So.
Basically, from what I got, there's this event, the Quiet Rapture. All the stars and fucking planets like basically disappeared in like this giant blink, and like humanity's like scattered out into like space stations all throughout the galaxy. And there's kind of like civil wars between these planets. Not these planets, but these surviving colonies. And they're thinking like the key to survival is hidden within like this blood moon or this blood planet, whatever it is. And so basically they're sending people down there because they're also running out of time because like I think there's this one faction that's like bigger than the rest who's like basically taking on all the other fucking space stations. From what I remember from watching some of the lore.
Okay.
And basically they think the key to survival is in the blood ocean. So that's why they're sending people down there.
Was Simon not like in the main story? It was like Simon's a new character for Iron Lung.
From what I've heard, Simon or the prisoner, he's basically a prisoner of war. So once the factions fought, he was kind of taken in because he held a part in blowing up one of the stations. You know how he said he was like, that wasn't me, I didn't do that, that was not my fault. When in reality, you see flashbacks of him like, and there's people like blowing up in his memories.
That's what I want to know is, was it actually his fault? Like, was he?
I'm
just,
not
like...
entirely sure.
Yeah, that's.
I think he just got caught in the crossfire, and they needed someone to blame. Because I mean, who the fuck is gonna volunteer to go die in a blood ocean? Like, so it's better to just be like, oh yeah, you're a prisoner of war. You did this and that. You killed a bunch of people. You deserve this.
God,
so that's basically the lore.
Okay.
It's weird. Again, do not, please, if you're watching this and you're like, he's wrong. Obviously, bro. Like, I don't know the entire lore. I watched the video like a week ago, and I'm trying to memorize it.
He's like, I don't know nothing. I don't know no shit.
I know there's much more. Someone could probably tell you way better than I have, but that's kind of like
the movie definitely put that across pretty well. I feel like, to be honest, like at the end, it showed a lot about like not the stations going to war though. Like I feel like that could have been more
right,
like put across or something. Because I feel
like
could
have been emphasized way more.
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning he definitely should have made it where he could have talked with someone while he was down there for like time being or something. You know, like he go down there, it cuts out like the first time, and he doesn't talk to anyone. He's just looking at the papers and all that. I feel like it would have been good if you could like talk to someone and talk about what happened. You know, going more in depth. Yeah. But I don't know if the character himself would admit to anything or something.
I think that's the part I actually fell asleep when it actually started becoming like Iron Lung gameplay. I was like, he was like this, that. He was like, yes, and then he was like doing this with his hand, and I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was the second part. The first part was when the first got dropped down there and you found the bones, which I'm still bummed out. The first time they actually used the picture was when they showed the face of the fish thing, and then he took another picture and it just like.
It's like backing up into his cave.
My first reaction to that was.
And his reaction was like, fuck that. Like went the other way. I was like, no shot.
That shit was terrifying though, that part. I wish they used the camera thing a lot more though, like to be able to see it easier when he saw things that we didn't. You know?
I think that was like kind of what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I guess the allure of the first game, not the first game, the game was like it was like a mystery. Even in the pictures, it was barely recognizable. You were kind of like, what the fuck is that? And they wanted to convey that in the movie, which kind of like to the point where you're giving the audience like a glimmer of what's down there, but you're not giving them the full picture until, of course, way later, basically at the end.
Yeah. I wonder, I don't know if I see any like the pictures that were in the game, because I know in the game they had pictures of like ruins. You know, there's like ruins you could find, and I don't know if he got any of those pictures of ruins down there, which would have been cool. You know, just like taking pictures from the actual game and putting it in, like that would have been also cool. But overall,
overall it was a pretty faithful adaptation.
And I heard he also like broke a record for most fake blood used in a movie because of that.
That's funny as fuck. I'd imagine.
Dude, that ending part was gory, bro. Fucking. Oh.
Oh yeah, dude. The practical effects. That was amazing. I don't know if he also financed that, but if he did, his team, they were eating good.
I'm actually excited to see what movie he does next if he does another one, because he says he might have more projects in mind, so that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else we could talk about. I feel like we went through everything we thought. Right?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I
don't know.
There's one thing that I definitely remember is when he first he's in the water and they try to pull him up, but he like crashes and power's off, right? And so he gets the power back on, but then he sees the window, it's open. you know, like it's about to break, right? Because the thing
Right.
is down.
Yes, like run to close it.
That was closed the first time. Why did it open?
I do not know.
And if it was open, why didn't it break while it was open? When it was like no power. Like that's what got me curious. I was sitting there and I'm like, wait a second, that's not I feel
Movie.
like, yeah, it's a movie. But you know, I feel like it just had some continuity errors, you know, in some spots. And maybe potentially you could also say that maybe in the attack from the fish, it opened up. You know, you could probably say that. Or when he powered it on, it opened up. That's another one. Maybe it's like an automatic open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one thing that I like was thinking when I was, you know, thinking about the movie or reviewing stuff. I feel like there's some continuity that's like iffy, you know? But yeah.
Yeah, because now that I think about it, how did he not feel his body transforming under those bandages? Like he's kind of like, wait a minute. He's like unwrapping. He's like, huh. And I'm like, dude, that happened at the beginning of the movie. You're just feeling that? Like, come on.
Well, what was the first thing that he was like noticing it? It was like the ship, right? The ship was like,
yeah.
And yeah.
Because when some blood leaked in, he was kind of like, ugh. Like it got on his controls, and he was like, ugh.
Dude,
what is this?
when you like said that, it just reminded me. That just grossed me out so much. Just the part of going.
Oh yeah. This was disgusting.
All right.
But yeah. Overall, I mean, I'll save that for the review. Go ahead.
That's the done of spoilers. We're done with spoilers.
Timestamp it.
Well, welcome back. Timestamp. What? 37. Our review. We're gonna say it at the same time. Here's our full review of the movie. Full review. You guys ready? You ready, Sal?
Spoiler free.
What?
Is it spoiler free? Spoiler free review.
Well, we say our like numbers, our score. I don't know how you can make that spoiler free, but I mean, like at the end, we're probably gonna debate it, and it's probably going to be spoilers.
All right.
Because we gotta debate on like why we think it's this one. You know, we gotta have some facts or, you know. But I feel like we're gonna have the same score. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
I go get up real quick. I need a score. He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay. You count down.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I fucking knew it, bro.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I had that number in my head for the longest time. 7 out of 10 was my longest. It was the one I was like, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna stay solid. Like I was itching to 6 out of 10, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna, because I was thinking that you're probably gonna go lower, and I'm like,
I was gonna go 6 just because I hated the beginning so much.
Yeah, the beginning
dragged that bad. Like it was that. It wasn't bad movie wise, but just the pacing was really bad.
This was me.
This was me. I was.
Just checking out my phone. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's solid. You know, the ending.
Look at it.
Hey, he's stretching, bro. Put that tail down,
shit.
dog.
Don't talk to my dog like this. Oh my god, he heard you. Started barking.
All right. But the ending had a big payoff, I feel like.
Yeah. If you stuck with the movie and paid attention, there's a lot of payoffs.
Mm-hmm. Even if you like sleep for like 5 minutes, you know, a lot of payoffs.
Yeah. But the character of Simon, I started to like, I'm like, man, I hate this guy, bro. He's in here with one sole purpose. Yeah, I just want to get out of this island. I'm a big baby. Wah, I don't want to die. But then he's kind of like, you know what? This is bigger than me. Mm-hmm. A really redemptive arc on his end. And Markiplier really sold it, which I was honestly super surprised. Because I went in, YouTuber movie, you're kind of like, well, this acting's gonna be hot. But throughout the movie, he kind of like he grew into the character. Like he seemed way more comfortable the more it went on.
Mm-hmm. It was there was a lot of stuff where the benefit of not showing a lot of story at the beginning was leaving us with questions and getting us more interested. But also it was also a negative, you know, you're sitting there.
None of those are answered.
Yeah, you're like, do I care about this Simon guy? This guy seems like an asshole. But then like story starts coming in and you're like, are you gonna redeem yourself, Simon? You gonna get better?
Oh my. He's doing it.
He's saving them. He's getting the ship log. He's putting it in a vest.
He's like, save all humanity. Why would I do that? Man, I don't want to do that bullshit.
And it was so funny when he kept looking down and he's like, nah, fuck that. Fuck
looking at the fucking camera shots, he's like, yeah, fuck that. Turns his whole sub around, he's like,
nah, fuck that. This is, 7 out of 10. I don't think we have much to talk about. We landed on a score 41 minutes.
Not bad. Past the 10-minute mark, give us ad revenue.
I feel like at the end of these reviews, I feel like we should also ask the audience on what we should review next, if they have a movie idea.
And fuck the audience, nah.
You know, like we'll still review movies we want to review, you know, movies that come out and stuff. But like, it's hard to like find
a recommendation here and there is fine.
Yeah. So
especially if it's something we wouldn't watch.
True. And if it's like an old movie too, you know, it's if they say some movie we hadn't reviewed yet, why not review it? Be like, can you review Tropic Thunder? Hell yeah.
This ain't no game, man.
Dude, favorite part from that movie is I don't read the script. Script reads me.
You like broke character for a minute too.
Yeah. It made me laugh so hard, bro.
Right, enough about Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
If there are any recommendations, any movie, please don't let it be romance. But if it is, we're gonna go to that movie theater together.
How's it gonna be in a movie theater?
Lips locked.
What if it's like Notebook? I'm watching it by myself, dog.
They're showing. Oh. Why?
Oh.
There's showings of Notebook, like at the Music Box.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I watched at the Music Box like 2 years ago.
Okay, true.
There's showings for all types of movies at the Music Box, honestly. Oh, there's this one really good fucking movie I watched at the Music Box. But enough about that. If there are any recommendations, just throw it our way.
Yeah, just leave a comment and leave your own review too. Just your number. You know, leave 1 out of 10. And so this movie, it made it feel like we found a $10 bill walking home.
We'll upgrade it to 20 just because the ending was good.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. I feel like that's still a good review spot. You know, 7 out of 10. Like, you're just walking. You know, it's just kind of basic, and then you find $10 bill, and you're like, shit, nice.
This is a quarter of my tank. I will take this.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Sensei.